Okay, ang eksakto orasan natin ay alas, hindi pwede sabihin na eksakto. Pag-asa lang ang pwede magsabi na eksakto. Ang orasan pala natin ay alas 10 na po ngayong gabi. Ang gabi sa lahat, Mayo 16, 2017 sa ating programa. Pakilala muna tayo and then himay-himay natin ang balita po mga kaibigan.
Balita at baba ay tumatalakay sa mga isip ang kasalukuyan at napapanahon. Mapapolitika, mapapinyon, mapakomentary at data ang programa ay patas sa lahat. Walang kinikilingan, walang kinakampihan, at walang pinapanigan ang programa ito. Ang programa ito ay public service sa kahanginan at trabaho lamang.
Latest sa mga balita natin, tingnan natin kung anong pwede natin i-balita. Ngayon dito sa balita, unahin natin itong mga kaibigan. Ito ngayon nangyari po sa London. Itong London Tower Fire for terrorized, 30 dead in London Tower Fire Freeze. May lang ang balita na may ata kasama mga Pinoy rito o Pinoy at ay sa mga kaibigan, no? Napabalita ay meron ata kasama Pinoy rito sa nasubatan na nadala sa hospital. Basahin natin ang unang bukso ng balita. Pero bago tayo magbasa ng balita ay hanap buhay muna.
Wait. Ayaw pagsunog ka? Nga naman, pre. Naghamyo ang NDCP. Kaya naman utang na makahatag og biglo na makabuk na class 5 sunod sa mga transmission structures. Uy! Ang may lalaki, pre. Kaya magsugod ang peligro. Gaya, ginapay upang gigili. Sama sa panamugkaho doon sa transmission structures. Pagkao doon mga dinas. Pagtupong na rin, doon sa mga struktura na makahatag ang peligro.
Usa ni kayo ang mga bukang na makahatag ng tao sa atong paligid. Labi na sunod sa mga transmission structures. Paigma, pagmabilang tayo, hinumdum at tugkalinyo sa NGCP, National Grid Corporation of the Philippines.
Oy, pre, asa ka ato?
What do we approach?
Bago sa mga ito, pre. Kung ang pagpila, ipagtukot sila o palay. O, mauba? Asa po dapat, pre?
Ikaw ni George Gatul magaw sa may transmission structure.
Usa? Oh, ako'y kunino. Hindi, nato ko. Arang pagulungan sila, madaling kayo ng bato. Huwag tinawag sa delikado ng ilang dahil sila doon sa transmission structures.
Oo, ba? Nada, di ka ito makublan sila. Usa ni kayo ang mga bukang na makahatag ng tao sa atong paligid. Labi na sunod sa mga transmission structures. Papaigma, pagmabilang tayo, kahit hining tanan alang usab sa atong kayo. Hining pinumdum hatod kalinyo sa NGCP, National Grid Corporation of the Philippines.
Oy, pre, asa ka ato?
What do we approach?
Bago sa mga ito, pre.
Kung ang pagpila, ipagtutog na sila ang palay.
Oh, mauba? Asa po dapat, pre?
Ikaw ni George Gatul magaw sa may transmission structure.
Usa? Oh, magulit kunino. Hindi, bato ko. Ang pagulungan sila, ayaw ng bato. Huwag tinawag sa delikado ang ilang kinabuhi. Magpalay sila doon sa transmission structures.
Oo, ba? Nada, dili na
Ayaw makublan sila.
Usa likaya ang mga butang na makahatag ng kadaot katong palit. Labi na sunod sa mga transmission structures. Mabaig ba? Pagmabilan tayo, hininom kong patutya rin sa NGCP, National Grid Corporation of the Philippines.
Pre, sa'yo pa ba? Ay ngitig ba sa buntag sa Nagwarta?
Wala ba, pre? Isa na iniingan.
Sumala sa mga hindi ka nabutan sa mga sa mga wire sa Pilipinas.
Ay, wala. Nagaot mo sa mga tao, wala silang magsayag kung sa komplikado yung buha.
O di na, daghan ang maamong pagkikitan pa nila sa Pilipinas. Hindi sa kaming kagigat sa wire.
Una yung ngayon masaya sa ito, pre. Napagawat na sa wala sa mga nagkaliang high voltage transmission. Itagyan kung ano naman mahimong laot.
Sakto ka pre, pakilat pa ang mga wire. Magkatrubo din ang transmission. Ginugdan mo wata sa PNP.
Ay, maunang damay katanan, pre. Usa likaya ang mga butang na makahatag ng kataot sa atong palit. Labi na sunod sa mga transmission structures. Pagbaig ba? Magbilang tayo kay kining tanan alang usab sa atong kaayuhan. Kining hinumdum patutulin sa NGCP, National Grid Corporation of the Philippines.
Okay. Ayan. Basahin natin ang balita. Maiksing balita ito. Itong tow rise dead in London Tower Fire Police. London, ito from the London Tower Block fire has risen to at least 30 people dead. And the flame have now been extinguished, police said on Friday. We know that at least 30 people have died as a result of this fire. Police Commander Stuart Kundi, third reporter, adding the fire was not considered to have been started deliberately. Ayun po, hindi sinasadya itong 40 wire at ito. Anong finding ng mga fire department po ng London Police po, mga kaibigan? 30 katao po ang sunod dyan na accidente po sa London Park. Okay. Itong Sandigan Chief urged to keep handling and relay plunder case. Kaso, Manila Philippine State prosecutors from the Office of the Ombudsman blocked the move of former Senator Juan Ponce and really seeking the recusal of the Sandigan Bayan Presiding Justice Amparo Kabutahe Tang from handling his plunder case in connection with his alleged involvement in the pork butter pan scam. The 10-page position paper submitted to the Sandigan Bayan 3rd Division. The prosecution said and real motion does not cite as valid ground to warrant Tang's recusal. The motion is not based on a clear and convincing evidence. Relevant circumstances cited by accused are pure speculation and conjectures. The prosecution opposition paper said Tang carried the 3rd Division with its handling the plunder case against Enrile and his former people staff Jessica Lucila D.D. Reyes and the alleged pork barrel scam mastermind, the net layman of Forest. It can be remembered that in his motion filed late last month, and really through his lawyer, led by former Solicitor General, Tito Mendoza, called for voluntary inhibition from handling the case, saying the latter appointment by former President Benigno Aquino supposedly subconsciously affects the verdict as he surrenders. With trial of a plunder case proceed as Sandigan Bayan, and really specifically cited the third division and usually sweep denial of motion for bills of particular July 11, 2014, as well as the motion to dismiss the case on January 31, 2017. And we maintain that the third division erred in its ruling that the information of the cases allegedly does not avert the criminal acts he and his co-accused committed, which led to the supposed passing of ill-gotten wealth. In the opposition papers, the prosecution said the arguments raised by Enrile do not warrant strong consideration and voluntary inhibition, as they were sweeping and speculative, and as the factual or legal ground to stand on. The prosecution said there was not even a slight explanation in the Enrile's motion on how Aquino's appointment of Tang supposedly affected her decisions. The prosecution pointed out that Enrile even acknowledged in his motion Tang the qualification of an associate justice or the presiding justice Sandigan Bayan, despite being most junior among the associate justice, Sandigan Bayan at the time. The prosecution further pointed out that the Supreme Court, in its previous ruling, had already maintained that the mere decision and favorable to accused movement is not a sufficient ground to call for the judge's recusal. Lastly, prosecution said that Tang accused with the unruly delay, proceeding nothing that under the Sandigan Bayan's internal rule, the inhibition of a division chairman calls pre-rappling of the case to another court division, but voluntary inhibition rests on the declaration of the judge. Magistrate, it must be done with caution, lest it become a resort of a militant time to delay the resolution of the cases against them or of those parties who, in seeking other venues that may be friendlier, the cause to attempt to smear the reputation of the members of the bench, the prosecution said. And the former chief of staff Reyes, similar motion calling Tang's inhibition from the case due to the magistrate alleged partiality against the prosecution has yet to file its comment on Reyes' motion. Did Reyes seek bail for plunder case? And the Reyes accused of amassing 172.83 million pesos for back by allegedly allocating this fire development assistance fund or pork butter to the fake foundation allegedly owned by Napoles. Reyes and Napoles are currently detained at the Bureau of Jail Management and Ethnology Female Dormitory in Camp Bagong Biwa, Cavite City. And on the other hand, was the list from hospital arrest, the Philippine National Police General Hospital, in August 2015, after the Supreme Court granted his petition for bail. Yan po ang balita ng national. Okay. Pakilala muna tayo.
Ang programa ng mga special opinion balita at iba pa ay tumatalakay sa mga isu pang kasalukuyan at mga panahon. Mapapolitika, mapapinyon, mapakomentaryo at balita, ang programa ay kay patas sa lahat. Walang kinikilingan, walang pinakampihan, at walang pinapanigan ang programa ito. Ang programa ito ay public service sa kahanginan at trabaho lamang.
Okay.
Hello, special opinion balita at iba pa brought to you by Picante Pizza and Picante Product. Ang Picante Pizza and Picante Product ay matatagpuan mo dyan sa Cotabato City. May tatlong branch na sinadyan sa Cotabato City. Tara na, mag Picante Pizza at Picante Product, malamang masarap na pagkain ay ito ay halal na pagkain.
Ito hindi natin na-plugging. Itong Namaskar G Restaurant. Itong Namaskar G Restaurant, matatagpuan po rito sa General Santos, sa harap po ng SM Jensen. Diyan po sa Santiago Boulevard po mga kaibigan. Kung galing kayo sa highway, dito sa Doctor's Hospital, dito sa St. Elizabeth, makikita po nyo ang Namaskar G Restaurant. 3 case of Indian food po mga kaibigan. Meron kayo order ay halaga na 300 pesos, ay free delivery na po, minimum 300 pesos. Mawag lang kayo sa 0906-146-0449, landline 522-552-8072. Subukan po, napaka-ambience, napakalamig. Itong Namaskar G Restaurant, mga ganda po ang cooling system nila. At saka itong Namaskar G Restaurant, meron din po ay convenience store, produkto naman ng mga Indian food po, itong Namaskar G Restaurant. Subukan, bahay na mamili ng produkto ng India, kumain naman ng mga ASEAN, Middle East food po. Yan po sa Namaskar G Restaurant, the real taste of Indian food. So, maraming menu. Itong mga appetizer nila, mga salad, side dish, rice, itong mga basmati rice, biryani rice, marami pong iba po mga kaibigan. Iba mga chicken, baka, vegetable, ay nandyan po, makikita niyo mga biryani. Itong Indian curry biryani, makikita po niyo dyan sa restaurant na yan. Mga fish, grill, mga shake, nandiyan po lahat ay mga kaibigan. Sulit na halaga po itong Namaskar G Restaurant. Gusto kumain dyan, punta. Yan po sa namasker.
Ng balita at iba pa brought to you by Picante Pizza and Picante Product. Ang Picante Pizza at Picante Product ay matatagpuan po dyan sa Cotabato City. May 3 branch na sila dyan sa Cotabato City. Tara na, mag-Picante Pizza at Picante Product, malamang masarap na pagkain ay ito ay halal na pagkain. Hello, legislation ring ng balita at iba pa brought to you by Picante Pizza and Picante Product. Ang Picante Pizza and Picante Product ay matatagpuan po dyan sa Cotabato City. May 3 branch na sila dyan sa Cotabato City. Tara na, mag-Picante Pizza at Picante Product, malamang masarap na pagkain ay ito ay halal na pagkain.
Pagpatuloy natin itong balita, security brief up overpass mga pipasan piniligan Cagayan de Oro. Pakiyada po Cotabato City under threat po ito ng mountain. No? Manila, Philippines, the Armed Forces of the Philippines on Friday admitted that some members of the multi-terror group they have entered the cities of Biligan and Cagayan de Oro. Armed Forces of the Philippine spokesperson, Brigadier General Restituto Padilla, said that the heightened security measures are now enforced in Iligan, Cagayan de Oro, ensure the safety of the communities. Di po natin dinideny na maaaring ay meron ilan na makalusot sa patuloy. Pag-alis ilang evacuees sa Marawi papunta po sa ibang lugar tulad ng Iligan at Cagayan de Oro. Itong mga individual na ito ay maaaring nakalusot at hindi sila ay naproseso at nakita ng maaaring maging membro Padilla said in a press briefing at Malacanang. Military record on disciplines of the 2 cities, security posture, being vigilant, alert, and watch for their surroundings. The resident of Biligan, the vendor are advised to get attention of authorities if they see suspicious looking characters or if they are item unnecessarily left any place ay angkop o kayong pinilataga ng security para sa mga lugar na yan at patuloy pong nagawayan. Kaya po ang ating pong ambisyo lahat lalo na po ang ating mamamayan sa Cagayan de Oro at saka sa Iligan ay ipinagapungan nyo na po yung pag-aantala nyo sa mga checkpoint Padilla said. The Armed Forces of the Philippines has coordinated with local government units and other partners to heighten the security in 2 cities. They added that the siege around it will not happen to Iligan and Cagayan de Oro. They noted don't have the capacity. Not that they did it in Marawi anymore. Their capabilities had been significantly degraded, and they have specifically targeted Marawi to show terror wreak havoc. Possibly kidnap people, destroy home and school. That is exactly what they did, the military spokesman said. Padilla said the military is taking proactive measures to ensure an attempt to show terror in such areas. And any kind of action of that extent will not happen in Iligan and Cagayan Padilla said. Cagayan Bureau Padilla said. On May 23, President declared the martial law and suspended the writ of habeas corpus in Mindanao following a clash between government forces and the terror group. Related 100 bodies may still be in Marawi combat areas, crisis, management, etc. Kasorti, ganun ay maragdagan na ito mga kaibigan, mga suki ng ating programa po. Ating news on stream. Pagpatuloy natin ang balita, Facebook explain how it's using A1 to help tackle terrorism business. Okay, Facebook explain how it is using artificial intelligence software to spot image, video, and text related to terrorism addition to cluster of fake account that may have been set up by terrorists. The mobile detail, the blog post by the Californian tech giant on Thursday, it comes after several world leaders put pressure on the company to stop this spread of extremist content on its platform. We want to find terrorist content immediately before people in our community had seen it. Facebook wrote in the first post on its new hard question blog. Already the majority of accounts for terrorism we find ourselves, but we know we can do better at using technology. And specifically artificial intelligence to start the spread of terrorist content on Facebook. Facebook said it is using custom built image matching language understanding system to detect inappropriate content on the social media platform. So the 194 billion monthly active users as of March 31. 194 billion po gamit ng Facebook. The image matching system can detect whether users trying to upload content that has been marked inappropriate in the past. It be media machine previously removed by content that the image matching system will automatically block the upload. In terms of the language, understanding Facebook, it has recently started to experiment with A1 understand the text might be advocating for terrorism. The social media behemoth said it is currently analyzing text that has already removed so that it can develop signals that intervene similar text being uploaded in the future. Facebook also said that it is using A1 panel algorithms to identify remote terrorist cluster. This algorithm had the relationship between Facebook, the user, and a page group that had been flagged as being potentially dangerous. In terms of detecting fake accounts set up by the terrorists, Facebook said that it is a fighting, a constant battle, but that is getting faster. We are constantly identifying by the circumvent our system, and we update our tactics accordingly. The company made. Facebook said it is also working on a system that will allow the company to take action against terrorists across all over the platform. Its own and operates, includes a messenger and WhatsApp, which have over 1 billion users, and Instagram, which is approaching 1 billion users. Yana Likun, Facebook head of A1 Research, tweeted a link post saying as a global communication platform, Facebook sometimes faces question whose answer are not obvious. All a global communication platform, Facebook sometimes faces question whose answer are not obvious. Yeah. A1 can tackle terrorists on its own, but A1 can do it all. Facebook, 2,500 moderate, curb structures activities, suspect, the team to grow by 7,500 people by the end of the year. That would be a significant proportion for Facebook. Overall workforce, company had 18,770 employees as of March 31. However, only around 153 people will be quarantine focus, specifically on counter terrorism. I mean, I don't know. Figuring out the support terrorism and what does not traditional ways straightforward and algorithm are not yet as good as people when it comes to understanding this kind of a context. The company wrote a photo of an armed man waving an ISIS flag. That be a propaganda of the recruiting materials. That be an image. Firstly, the news revealed on Friday that more than 1,000 of a Facebook content moderator were not put at risk. Inadvertently exposed their personal detail to the suspected terrorist user. BAG reportedly closed a personal profile the content moderator to automatically appear as a notification in the activity log of Facebook group. Posts administrator were removed from the platform for breaching of the term of service. Haba ba ito, no? Government claiming down on the tech companies. Ulitin natin na ibang balita ito. Para sa natin, enter
Mga kasabasakan, mapulot ka taog tabano. Kung sige, tutalo mo sa turis sa kuryente. Hindi mga saklito.
Ops, asa man mo mga to ha? Ano ba mo, nalilikado magbuhat sa turis sa kuryente?
Ano delikado man?
Ay, nako, pag musangit ang inyong kabanog sa kuryente, kuryentihan niya mo. Mahupon na pwedeng mahitabo ninyo kung makakat mo anong turis sa kuryente.
Ladlo ka di ay no?
Mautod, mauna, ayaw mo magduwa dito ha? I-manage it na ninyo.
Oh, mga.
Sa NDCP, National Grid Corporation of the Philippines. Ligtas na daloy ng elektrisidad at mabilis na serbisyo kapit sa mga konsumo ng kuryente. Ngunit ito'y maaaring matigil magdulot ng brownout o pagkasawi kung sasaway tayo sa ligtas na distansya sa mga tore, poste at linya ng kuryente. Makipag-ugnayan sa NGCP sa telepono bilang 0298-4545 kung may alam kayong iniligtas na gawain malapit sa poste ng kuryente. Isang paalala mula sa National Grid Corporation of the Philippines at ang Bantay Baterya.
Ano man, pre, naghamyo ang NGCP. Kaya ng mga butang na makahatang peligro. Mga kabuk na classifier, sunod sa mga transmission structures. Mga kromo sa mga ito. Upang kayo ang nasa. Patuloy lang kayo nakapin sa kalayo. Tumuloy. Tama na lagi, pre. Pero, yan magsugod ang peligro. Ano ito na kayo bang dili? Sama sa pagkakahoy doon sa transmission structures. At tao ng mga tinas. Upang tutuloy ka ba rin? Upang sa saktuwa. Makahatang ang peligro.
Pusa kaya ang mabutang na makahatag ng kakao sa atong paligid. Pinasunod sa mga transmission structures. Mabalik. Pag maginantayin, ay tinitanan alang usap sa atong kayo. Hindi pinundong atong kalimod sa NDCP, National Grid Corporation of the Philippines.
Government are clamping down on the tech company. Facebook platform have come under increasing level of scrutiny in the way comparison terror attack Europe leader such as the Prime Minister, such as UK Prime Minister Theresa May, French Prime Minister Emmanuel Macron have taken a particular hard stance, launching a joint campaign earlier this week. They are looking at creating new laws that could see tech companies if they fail to remove a certain type of a content. We cannot allow the ideology of the safe space to breathe. May said on Sunday morning during a speech on a Downing Street. Yet, it's precisely these internet and big companies that provide internet-based service provide. To continue, we need to work with allied democratic governments to reach the national agreement that regulates cyberspace and the speed of extremism and terrorism and we need to do everything we can about at home to reduce the risk of extremism online. Digital companies concerned that the government will end up a stifling speech and freedom of expression as they look to crack down on a large technology platform. Jim Killock, Executive Director of Open Right Group, said the statement on the organization website tries to make it push this bio network into even a darker corner of the wave when it would be even harder to observe. Gilok said, but it should not be stuck to the internet and the companies like Facebook are not a cause of the hatred, violence, but tool that can be used. While government and companies should take sensible measure and stop abuse attempt to control internet stuff, the simple solution that Theresa May is taking. Company source of time to post through registration through the see tech company fine up to uh, 50 euro millions for million sterling they failed to remove extremist pay. Kung hindi mapapos sa interest talaga, delikado na, hadlangan talaga social media. It's lower Q1 41 growth terror attack cost for 135 million US dollar. Kasahin natin ang balita ito. Historic first quarter growth terror attack cost 24.35 billion net outflow of hot money in May. Slower than expected. Economic growth during the first quarter, coupled with the uncertainties growth about the development of the year, the abroad including terror attack, sorted to a 24.35 million US dollar net outflow the money May, Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas said Friday. B, 1.509 billion US dollar out of the foreign portfolio investment. Last month exceeded the 485 billion US dollar in reversing the net inflows of 551.49 million US dollar month ago and 72.81 million dollar a year ago. The inflow, they were up 12.5%, month on month, but down 16.8% on year. The outflows, meanwhile, were up 90% month to the month due to taking, but down 11.8% year on, the PSB said in its statement. PSB attributed net outflow posted as May first quarter earning with some corporation lower than expected GDP gross domestic product data of the country for the first quarter of 2017. It was in May, the government reported that the GDP growth is 6.4% during the first quarter of a slow expansion since this 6.3% posted fourth quarter of 2015. The government had to blame the lower than expected first quarter GDP growth to slower government spending, higher prices of consumer goods, as well as the lack of a boost from election-related expenditure, unlike last year. Last month, almost for a complete the registered portfolio investment according to the Philippine Stock Exchange, listed security, mostly bank, food, beverage, and tobacco companies, in holding firms, property developers, service provided, while 8.4% went to peso government securities, 5% to other peso debt instruments. Transaction of the PSC listed securities, other peso debt instrument, yielded net inflow of $1.3 million, 35 million respectively, while investment in peso securities sorted the net outflow of 163 million the BSP said. And type 5 source hot money, Luxembourg, Malaysia, Singapore, United Kingdom, and the United States with a 76.9% buying share to the total. The U.S. remained the top destination of hot money outflows, cornering 79.2% of the The latest BSP data showed that during the period of January to June to a year, the outflow over 543.79 million in foreign portfolio investment was registered as 6.924 billion outflow, more than the 381 billion inflow. The renewal reversal of the 178.46 billion net outflow a year ago was blamed by the BSP. Continued uncertainties arising from domestic and national development, such as the U.S. strike against Syria, global terrorist attack, intertrade, increased by the U.S. Federal Reserve in March, and then the closure order for several mining companies in the Philippines. 2017, the BSP had a projected portfolio investment yielded a net outcome of 900 million by year-end. Foreign portfolio investment in the form of investment in publicly listed shares, government and private sector, IOUs and deposit certificate portfolio investment are considered short-term, that hence nickname hot money because this investment may be pulled out quickly. Yan po ang balita sa ekonomiya, finanse, bumaba po ang investment portfolio sa ating stocks. Okay. Marawi City Baptist Receive. Some 50 families displaced by the exits in Marawi City. Suggested repairs, bunch of relief assistance from Cebu City government and some members of the private sector. They were given bunks of groceries. Each family will also receive 10 kilos of rice. This will be delivered by the city suppliers. We will be distributing the next bunch of relief aid in the coming days. We hope to extend more good donation of those who can hire, said Office of the Muslim Affairs, Commissioner Ayaon Sultan, and Mike Puno. There are around 130 Maranao families and from Marawi City who are taking refuge in Cebu City. The Cebu City will distribute 800 sacks of rice coming days to the next batch of the beneficiaries. Part of supplies were charged against the city's calamity funds this year. Aside from relief assistance, the visitors had a medical mission for refugees at the City Hall Legislative Building. A group of doctors from Cebu City Medical Center to attend the refugees also distributed medicine for 2 weeks. Welcome as a new citizen of the city. We want the refugees to experience the same service the constituents are receiving from the city government. They're always welcome here, and we will take care of them. Send the Councilor Marian de los Santos. Deputy Mayor for her, Adora Macamigis, 60 years old engineer surveyor, said that the relief goods will help them start the lives against it. Like many Marawi City refugees, able to salvage any belonging, Makamimi's, his wife, and four grandchildren fled from their hometown last May 29. Despite the tragedy, it rise up more than receiving these calls and get told of the people of the service of being welcome from us that keep it going. It's one of the many reasons why we do seek a certain Cebu among a place Victor local news. Kasunod ng balita, militant attempt to house ISIS flag in Maguindanao area. Maguindanao extremists took advantage hostilities in Marawi City to hoist Islamic State flag on a strategic spot in Maguindanao 4 times 6 days but failed. Member of the Peace and Order Council, different town confirmed on Friday the boats, portion of the actual Bangsamoro Islamic freedom fighter in the remote barangay June 6 to 12, raised the flag of the Islamic State of Iraq and Syria IS. ISIS-inspired group led by Commander Salah, whose real name is Salahuddin Hassan. First, the raising of the black flag at Sitio Nanas ay pamalian in Sarip, Saiguna Town in Maguindanao past 3 p.m. on June 7. Personnel of the Army 19 Infantry Battalion managed to promptly drive them away, acting on a tip from barangay official who even led the armed combat vehicle to sense some BIF bandit and the Sulamar who were positioned nearby counterattack, but also scampered away. Simba Baker got close and fired a 50 caliber machine gun. Army officials said 5 soldiers were wounded in the firefight, with the resulted in the death of the militant whom barangay official identified as Matsid Munap and Awal. They are followers of Salah, 40 years old village, Rokaya Sendig, and mother of 4 said in Maguindanao dialect. Witnesses said soldier found in the stands an ISIS flag tied in bamboo pole. The extremists left as they fled in haste. Commander Salah and his lieutenant, Basil Umab, Nasr Adi Ansari Yunus, Malik Ismail were originally lead. The BIF faction led by Imam Bongos reported in the late 2016 and established their own group now boasting of a region ISIS. Omar and his men on order, Commander Salah showed force unit southwest of Barangay Kamalian, bringing an ISIS flag, escape of the 30 minutes encounter with soldiers who learned of their presence there from local. The incident was followed by another attempt by BIF gunmen to raise the black flag arrested in Barangay Puluy in Saripagwak on June 10, but where with a soldier belonging. 57 Infantry Battalion arrived to drive them away. Member of the 3rd Mechanized Company, a unit of the 2nd Mechanized Infantry Battalion, Glasses that were over later, the gunman, one of them carrying black flag, at Sitio May Bunga, Barangay Malangugad, Dato Saudi ang Patuan, Maguindanao. Gunmen were followers of Mandel Salat according to local vision. Major General Dito Garbes Jr., the Western Regional Commander, and news on Friday, the official of the local government unit, Maguindanao Iraq, now the military force to restrain local military group from participating in the projects. The military and police need the help of religious and addressing religious exhibition in Maguindanao. Local officials are to be helping us. Or then Galvez said. Captain Alvin Encinas, public affairs officer of the Army, 6th Infantry Battalion Division, said recently operation against the AFF were carried out based on effort of sighting by barangay officials. This vigilant barangay official, executive and Encinas, the spokesman of the two larger of the BIAF faction, Abu Amir and Abu Muslim Mama, both denied involvement of the group. The former team of the commander Sala established enslaved in Mamasapano, Sarip Saiduna, the two Unsay entered to Saudi town. Amir and Mama was invited to Commander Sala and his follower are operating independently. The BIAF faction, each of them is Sinas said the last encounter between insurgent and gunmen, displaying black ISIS flag up in Barangay Meta, that was also in Maguindanao. Prior sa them, the gunmen were the first spotted vigilant mobile farmer in Sitio Bupingao in Barangay Meta. The villagers reported their presence to insurgent nearby armed detachment mounting a preemptive strike from the 14th Infantry Battalion. Gunmen carrying 4 wounded companion after an hour long running gunfight with the personnel of the 40th Infantry. Barangay officials said the gunmen ran to raise the IS flag in City Batingao. 3 of them were carrying a bamboo pole as they marched to the spot where they were attacked by the soldiers. A farmer, Rashid Maisi 36, said the group was in frequently farming and studying that alongside, convincing farmer to let their citizens join a round. We are worried they would harm us because we refused to let our children to join them. They offered us for food and money, said Bitul Arsad, the 33 corn farmer. And Sina said, credit for the Army's recent feat against militant in Maguindanao also has to go for interagency provincial peace and order council, whose chairman, Governor Ismail Mangudalato. Sinas said Mayor keeping up with the funds to help the governor and the 6 ID address, local jihadist group identified with ISIS, after the May 23 outbreak of hostilities in Marau City. The 6 ID has the restriction for army brigades and a dozen battalion scattered in central Mindanao, non-Basque. Moro Islamic Liberation Front, which has an ongoing diplomatic overture with Malacan. Yan ang kompletong balita. Sa gabi nito, ang orasan natin 11:07 na ng gabi ay Dito sa programa natin, Alol Special Opinion Balita. Maghanap po kayo.
Ay, pagsunod ka. Hindi naman, pre. Naghamyo ang NGCP. May kaya mga butang na maghahatid ng video na magpapagod ng classify sunod sa mga transmission factors. Tuloy. Tama na ito. Pero, yan magsunod ang Pilipino. Dahil pinapag ang pili. Sama sa pagkaroon ng kambo doon sa transmission factors. Pagkao doon ng dinas. O pagtutuloy na kaya doon sa mga struktura. Maghahatid ng
Usa ni kaya ang butang na makahatag ng kakao sa palit nila pinasunod sa mga transmission structures. Mabait, magmagandang hindi naman patong rin sa NGCP, National Big Corporation of the Philippines.
Okay. Ang balitang lokal na hangin, 80 Fahrenheit, particle the wind like 80 Fahrenheit, minimum 70, maximum 98 po. Wind chill 75 Fahrenheit, moonrise 11 to 11 p.m. 11 to 11 p.m. Precipitate 0.6 millimeter per shot, 9 83 inches, 20 kilometer mga kaibigan. Sunset 54 p.m. 0%. Moonrise 11 p.m. Moonset ay 11:39 a.m. Humidity 27%. Precipitate 0.0 kilometer. Pacific 20 kilometers. Sunrise 6 a.m. Sunset 5:54 p.m. The person natin 11:10 na sa gabi nito. Tama ng balita sa programa. Itong panggabi. Disas pinapasamahan ko alam, special balita, di ba pa? Partner ng Absdamahan'Slive-Stream News Tv. Informative news sa Maraming salamat.